We have a Diablo, a Junkrat, a Diva, a Brightwing, and a Malthael. I do not overly like this team. I think it's kind of low damage unless you get good polymorphs off. We have a Deathwing, who's been nerfed a lot recently, but still a really great hero. A Garrosh, a Gazgal, who's just straight up broken all around. An Anduin, who's also a broken hero right now. And a Raynor. I think Granit Gaming is actually a little bit favored right now, unless the Malthael can get in on that Deathwing boy, in which case they might have some trouble. We gotta fight mid lane. Okay, so they're jumping in on the Diva a little bit. Got a good amount of damage down, actually. Had to use the teleport already on her. Let's see what talent Brightwing has. Brightwing just gets that talent back up on minions. Diablo has no souls. He missed all the souls mid lane so that he can harass Deathwing. I don't agree with that. Guy has 0 souls. That is a mistake. He's just taking free harass. He's getting rotated on and has to miss these souls down bottom as well. Dude has 2 souls instead of 12. That is bad Diablo play. It's not coming hot so far. I don't like the rotations coming in from Oxygen Esports, but we'll see how this goes. Got a nice little 1v1 Malthael Deathwing bottom on me. And in the meantime, Garrosh is trying to go in for that spicy gank. I don't understand why his teammates aren't nearby. Probably just going for vision, honestly. Like right now, he should just be getting this because he knows where the enemy team went. He knows he can't get ganked right now. He's got full vision on everybody, even though he didn't see them go in. Because it's like they'd have to rotate it on you, so he's just wasting time. Meanwhile, they just barely got that camp. Camp's coming in on both teams. You love to see it. You can never get this going in solo queue. We got that spicy flip coming in on the Malthael. We got the Brightwing teleport. And wow, their team did not even rotate in to help us. They really want this camp down bot lane. Honestly, that's a 4v3. They could have won that if they wanted to. Especially with the Raynor and a no mana, like Diablo should go in for a flip right now. They don't want this anymore because it's a 4v4. The Malthael coming in with the Unstoppable a little bit too late, didn't press the button fast enough, and the enemy team rotated in on it before blue team did. That's a giant mistake. That camp was not worth that death. I don't think they're just gonna clear it out. And now they're going for that top camp. Blue team's going to be a little bit slow on this, actually, getting it. Diablo is up to 20 souls, so that is nice coming in for him. Let's see what talents the Deathwing has. Okay, so he's going a little bit hard on talents that I don't actually know. I don't know the ones that deal Fire Breath damage. He's not taking those, so he's not going Fire Breath, which means he probably wants to be in the fight, which is probably a mistake. He's going to end up regretting that when he has to fight Malthael. The first Immortal is spawning up top lane. Nobody's there right now. Diva is waiting to take this. I actually think that's a mistake because you're wasting time on the map. I understand what you're trying to do, so that it's pushing while the Immortal is pushing, so the enemy team can clear it. But the enemy team is showing on the map, so it does not actually help you to wait on that. You could have pushed lanes down. You could have taken XP. But both teams do it, so neither team actually gets an advantage or disadvantage. They all made the same decision. And now we got that spicy flip going. The Diablo is trying to get himself out, but he got a little bit of an assist from the Raynor. He tried to charge in on the Raynor. He got pushed away instantly. Let the minions fighting mid lane. They're trying to clear them out. Blue camp came by a little bit slower, therefore that actually gives time to clear this out. And orange team is pushing in a little bit hard on the keep. I don't agree with that. Yep, had to use that Unstoppable to get him out. Took a bunch of free damage from the fort. That might have been bad. And he... Was that a Junkrat? Yeah, that was a Junkrat getting the flip going into the towers. And now the Deathwing might come in big here if he can get these minions down. But he has not been focusing the minions. I don't understand why. That Diva is going to come in big, and the blue team is almost 100% going to get this because orange team has been focusing the Merc Wave instead of getting these things down. Even though they had full control over the Punisher, they messed up when Garrosh got pulled into towers. They pushed him too hard. I see this a lot in solo queue. It's happening in this pro game or whatever this is. I don't even know what CCL is, but it's happening right now as you see it. That's a nice little flip coming, and the Garrosh boy might be dead. There's no Unstoppable. There's no pull this time. You can't pull him away this time. 20 armor, 40 armor is too much. Can't get away with that. Not enough damage, and honestly, that's really good for orange team because that means that's damage they're not dealing to the forts. So you gotta love it. They love to see it. Although they might be able to get a kill here if they're faster. Yeah, Diablo is just not being aggressive enough. That's a kill if you go in on that. That is the freest kill ever. But they are focusing the fort down. It's not a bad call. It's just that you probably could have taken a keep as well if you are a tiny bit more aggressive. At the same time, it does help you out. It just doesn't set up a win condition because the next Punisher is not going to spawn in this lane. So you got that fourth down. Doesn't actually help you that much in the long run. People don't realize that about this map. So that's why you don't want to fight too hard for the first Punisher. Orange team is smart. They didn't die again for it. They realize that. It's not worth trying to keep that fort up. And realistically, they should have just let it drop, let it go down to the wall and get XP in the meantime would have been a better call. So now everyone just fucking camps down, which again is probably a little bit of a mistake just because these camps are super weak and you could have gotten in the rotations to catch some people and gank them, kill them because their rotations were very weak right now. But both these teams really value merc camps and that may be their undoing. We will see. So Brightwing is solo laning top, which again is why Orange team would have liked to start a fight there actually, because by the time Brightwing teleports in, you have 2 full seconds of A, no polymorph, B, you can just kill whoever you want. So you should punish that. Whenever you see a Brightwing in lane by themselves, just start a fight. Start a fight, you have the advantage. Meanwhile, I think this Deathwing is actually going to be super weak for them just because like he was unwilling to go in the previous fight because he knows Malthael just kills him. So I think Deathwing is actually going to end up being a terrible pick here. Hard countered, and he doesn't know how to play around it, so it's probably not going to work out well. This Garage Boy is desperately looking for a pull, but the Brightwing is quick with that polymorph. You're not getting it on that. I don't know what Gazgo's doing here. This is weird. This is the strangest gank I've ever seen. Okay, Gazgo showed up to say hi, high-fived the Diva, went back to lane. Interesting plays. In the meantime, they're still pushing mid lane. They're just going to lose this keep outright if the enemy team doesn't figure out that Deathwing is most of their wave clear. So if Deathwing is not here and soloing Malthael for some whatever reason, they don't actually have wave clear, which means blue team can keep pushing in because they have a Diva who just gets back to full health, and you got to flip on the Diva. That is not what you want. It's a wasted flip, and now you get flipped in towers. We got a spicy Gazgo ultimate coming in. Ooh, wow. The Garage actually lived there. Usually that ultimate by Anduin is a bait, but he dies anyway. Because what happens is you think, oh, I gotta stun the entire enemy team, right? Except usually when it gets used, you're on 1 HP. Oh, the Raynor gets flipped, gets polymorphed. The CC lock is coming in. I don't think he gets out of this one. There's no healing left for the Anduin. There's no pull left for the Anduin. And again, Deathwing is not here. He is way slow. I don't know what's going on with the comms on Orange team. They're just... they must have told Deathwing to not come, right? They must have been trying to stay up on XP, but it's like you just lost the 4th mid lane, which means blue team will probably end up 3 or 4 levels ahead, like level 16 to level 13, just because you get passive XP for killing forts. So killing forts early is actually really useful. In like 5 minutes, you get 1,000, 2,000 XP per fort. This is terrible for Orange team. They don't understand how to use the Deathwing. It's not going well for them, man. And they got to go for a gank right now. It's the only way they come back in this game. Like otherwise, you're just waiting to lose. I don't know what their game plan is. They're trying to focus fire these bad boys now, but they're not going to be able to. They're not quick enough because Deathwing is just not using his fire breath on them. I don't know, man. He's not pressing his buttons. Like, press your buttons, my boy. Yeah, he's so afraid of the Malthael. He's not willing to stand still because he knows he'll just die. So it's like the Deathwing is kind of useless at full fire breath, not using any of it, even though the entire enemy team is stunned in a small corridor, doesn't press the button. Press your button. Okay, Orange team loses this game, 100%. Oh my god. Unless blue team could magically get this, which I don't think they probably will, just because they can use the Diva to push Orange team off. And if Deathwing just uses his fire breath right here, they're guaranteed to get this. He just has to use it on the middle. They just stun all the minions, stun the Diva. This is not working out. 5 more left. The Diva passive coming in, getting secured the Punisher as expected. And again, like you just gotta burst it down. If you're going to show up first, you got to burst it down. It's your only chance. Instead, they weren't sure if they wanted to fight. They weren't sure if they wanted to run away. And instead, they can't do either. And yeah, good focus on the enemy team. Just ignore Deathwing because they know Deathwing's not going to kill anybody here. So just leave him for last. He's got 40 armor. And if he's by himself, he just drops. And now, if blue team was smart, they could actually push mid lane and actually end the game if they wanted to. But they're going to go for a double keep here. It's the safer play. It is 9 minutes into the game. It's kind of ambitious to try to end the game, but given how Orange team is playing and how they have no answers for anything, they're just going to outright lose. So, yeah. They basically just do not have an answer for the Malthael, which means Deathwing is useless in this game, and this game is almost already over. But instead, they did not actually get 2 keeps here. It's a little bit sad actually because if they just push with the Punisher, top lane pushes itself. They missed out on a keep, missed out on potentially ending the game because it is level 15 to 12, gonna be 16 to 13 pretty soon. But they do get that 2,000 XP out the keep. Could be another 2,000 coming in. I don't know what this countdown timer on the Diva is. I don't know what that 233 is, but it's happening. What is that? Okay, I know what her abilities are. Doesn't matter. Basically, all blue team has to do right now is just not force any fights. So when you're this far behind as orange team, you should be trying to force fights everywhere. Otherwise, you just outright lose the game. They do not have a way of winning this unless they go in right now. Now, you might think they're 3 levels down. You got to catch up on XP. Generally, yes. In solo queue, that's probably a right call. Right here against a coordinated team, the only chance you have of coming back in is when Brightwing is solo bottom lane. You force a 5v4. You have an advantage for at least 2 seconds, probably like 4 or 5 seconds before they make the call to TP in. And that's your really only chance of getting back in this. And every single kill will probably get you a level, like at least half a level, an entire level. There it is. That's the ultimate coming in. Didn't get the flip in on Diva. You don't want to flip the Diva anyway. Had they gone in on the Junkrat, who was a little bit exposed, they might have been able to win this. Instead, Deathwing went bot lane. Brightwing came in, and if they're playing like this, Orange Team just has no chance. They're just waiting to lose the game. Either you give mid fort right now, like you just give mid keep and force a fort bot downline. Otherwise, you're 4 levels down and you have no chance of coming back in this game, baby. This game's already over. Here's the deal. Like, if you don't force a fight right now, while you have some level of a chance while fighting underneath the fort, you're going to lose. We got the Deathwing getting focused fire. He should be using his ultimate right now to stop this escape. And we got that ultimate coming in from the Gazelle. Hits Diva yet again. Nobody else on the team. And they're just not CCing before they use that. It's just not happening, man. The combos are not there. Orange team kind of does nothing. Like, they don't combo with each other at all. So the Gazelle is an amazing pick. They just left Deathwing to die, but Deathwing gets out because it's unstoppable. That's what he does. But yeah, the Gazgo combos only work if you actually have follow-up, and they don't. You need a mage. Honestly, Deathwing is their mage, but he's afraid to use his buttons. So it's like, there's nothing you can do, man. This game's over. This game's 100% over. Because blue team is not making any mistakes. They're playing it super safe, and like I said, they could have won already by now if they wanted to, but they're choosing to play the safe route because they know if they just get this Punisher down bot lane. At 12 minutes into the game, level 18, that's a win condition. So, but like I said, the other lanes don't actually matter because you're not going to end top lane. You're going to end bot lane when the Punisher spawns. So it's really smart of them to take that bot lane fort down because it now means the Punisher can push to end the game. And Orange Team has just given up. You have to take this fight. 100% of the time, you have to take this fight. What they're trying to do is get level 16 so that they're thinking, oh, we have a talent advantage, where the enemy team has a talent advantage. We catch up, and then we have a chance. That's not actually what you want to do right now, because the enemy team is split, right? So you need whatever advantage you have. Now, you might say, Orange Team doesn't know that. Blue Team is showing on the map. Again, you have Brightwing, Junkrat, top lane. Force a fight right now. You have a chance of winning this. Otherwise, you're just giving up, and you lose the game. Okay, Orange Team is giving up, and they lose the game, essentially. Diva's not actually finishing this. That's interesting. They're making the call to get camps pushing. Yo, man, this reminds me of a song I saw in League of Legends a long time ago, where you wipe the entire enemy team, you got like 60-second death timers. And you could just push to win the game, but it's like, first, I gotta take a Merc camp. Because now they gotta fight for the Punisher. And Orange Team gets more time to get up on levels, and they get levels faster than Blue Team gets level 20. So this is actually a giant mistake by Blue Team. I don't agree with any of this. Camps are not important at this stage in the game because Punisher just wins the game. Punisher ends the game. So, no. Just take it. Just take the Punisher. Okay, Blue Team does not want to win the game, which means Orange Team now has the chance to get to level 17. Blue Team is trying to get level 20 first before the Punisher comes out because they're thinking they just have GG talents and they can win. That's why Brightwing's up top lane. It might end up working out only because Orange Team did not go in. Orange Team did not force a fight when they had a chance, and now it's level 20 versus level 16. So the play Blue Team just made actually ends up being very high level only because Orange Team is not making any plays at all. They just decided, we're going to try to win by doing nothing. I'm going to tell you something right now. It's not going to work. Like, unless Blue Team just ints 5 times in a row, it's not going to work. This game's over. Let's see if they can start a fight right now. They're trying very hard to focus the Punisher down first, and Blue Team is not going in on this. Like, this keep should already be dead, but they're not even attacking it. They're so scared. Which means this game actually goes on for quite a bit, and because blue team stalled it out for so long just now, that actually gives orange team a chance to get level 20 and have a random game-winning fight 5 minutes from now. So blue team is now making the same mistake orange team was, which is that they're just not being aggressive. They took the time to get level 20, and they're not going in. Now you gotta just back off. You have no minions left. If you go in now because you get antsy, because you didn't go in before, now you just lose the game. All right, there it is. There's a D.Va getting caught out. And we got the Spicy Gas ultimate coming in. That's actually a nice ultimate, but again, they're 4 levels down. They don't have the damage for it. Got a kill on orange, and you could have done that 2 minutes ago. Because, again, 4 levels up. You can just force this. You don't even need a Punisher, baby. Yo, you don't even need a Punisher, baby. You got a D.Va and a Diablo. You can just force this. Diablo's got his own fire breath. Is better than Deathwing's right now. So it's like, yeah, this is what you need to do 5 minutes ago, 2 minutes ago. And you can just end the game. So let's see if blue team can figure that out. If not, they might pull off. The enemy team has no garage for 20 seconds, so you absolutely do not want to leave their base right now. Either you take keep, or if you're feeling ambitious, you try to end the game. That should be another kill on the Raynor. This guy got hard caught out, but the stun's coming in. I don't think the Malthael actually gets this kill. They're coming in a little bit hard. The Deathwing comes back in. You should have just focus fired the keep if you're not going for the game-ending play. So now they only got 1 keep. Again, blue team is just indecisive here. They just don't know what they want to do, even though they have the 4-level lead. Like, you got to punish this. And they're taking a Merc Camp. It's like, bro, Merc Camp doesn't matter right now. Because what happens is now, by the time the next Punisher spawns, orange team probably going to be level 20. And guess what? Level 22 to level 20, not that big a difference. By that point in time, the power scaling is so small, the difference is so small, to where that extra 2-level lead doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that you've got all the forts down. Orange team actually has a win condition now, because blue team is just being indecisive and refusing to take any risks at all, which a lot of times is the right play. But right now, you had a 1 game, and because of this, that might no longer be the case. So they do manage to catch Deathwing out here, has to use the ultimate to try to escape, tries to drop a bomb on the Deathwing, that doesn't work, he's unstoppable, nice try though. Must just be a reflex from, it's a good Junkrat, he's got good reflexes in terms of booping people, but it's like, that doesn't work, baby. And they realize that afterwards. The Raynor gets caught out again, but we got that God Anduin coming in. Most of what Anduin's done this game is just save his god-awful positioning teammates. And Raynor cannot position like this again. There's no save for you again. You can't be up there. Yo, man, that was close. Yo, that was real close. Actually, let me check to see how the audio is going on this. Oh, the flip coming in on Diablo is actually not what you want. And we got the stun on the entire enemy team. Doesn't matter. They're starting a fight without having level 20, but they should be doing this. If they lose this game, they basically lose the game. Got the Malthael coming in on the Gasco, who's going to die to the D.Va. And the rest of his team is just doing nothing. Yo, if you watch my stream, what I'd be screaming right now is, yo, team. Team, where's my team? That's what I'd be saying if I was the Gasco. His entire team, almost full health, does not go in on that. So blue team just used all of their abilities. They should have, orange team should have gone in on that. They're trying to go for that level 20. There's the level 22, 2 level 19 coming in. They probably won't get level 23 before orange team gets level 20. And the D.Va's not here. D.Va's trying to focus that Punisher down, which means, again, take this fight. Take this fight. It's a 4v4, but it's their best chance. D.Va's actually kind of a monster of a hero, and she's not here right now. Okay, orange team, yet again, just giving up. And it looks like it's going to be the 3rd free Punisher of the game coming in. Or 4th, actually. 4th free Punisher of the game coming in for blue team. You only see this in solo queue. This does not look like a competitive ranked game. I don't even know what this is right now. But you can always take something on the map. But again, you have the level 20 versus level 22 fight. Is just that they keep flipping D.Va, they flip Diablo, is not useful to them. And even if they get the 2-man stuns coming in on the Gazel, who should be dropping his ultimate right now on the 4 people that were all grouped up together, it doesn't actually matter. They don't have the damage follow-up. The Raynor is on the wrong side of this because he's focus firing the Punisher. And the only chance you have of actually defending this is to start a fight right now, kill the entire enemy team, and then you have enough damage to kill the Punisher. You cannot kill both the enemy team and the Punisher. You have to choose one. That's the garage going down. And can they get a kill on blue team anywhere at all? No, they cannot. Again, they do not have the damage for it. Focus fire is just on the wrong heroes. They focus Diablo down, they focus Diva down. Those are not the heroes that matter. That's the GG. Oh my god, what a game. Almost perfect play by blue team. They must have known that with the way the enemy team was playing, you can get away with playing like that and still win the game. Against a more aggressive team, the way blue team was playing should not work. But orange was even less aggressive than blue team was, so that's a really clean victory coming in from blue team. I don't think they lost a single wall. All right, so basically, if you're orange team, what you need to do in that game is very simple. You just have to push a fort down while you're giving the Punisher. If you make the executive decision that we're not going to fight over a single Punisher, we're going to give all of them. Anytime the enemy team shows up, we're just going to give it. If you make that decision, we're not willing to die for the Punisher, then you have to push a fort down. Otherwise, you can't win the game. If you don't open up the map, you can't win the game. So now what should orange team have done? Either open up mid lane or open up bot lane. That way, if they win a Punisher in that lane, they can push it down to end the game. That was their win condition. They never tried to make it happen. The only time they even tried, so they're down here at this Punisher, right? The enemy team is on 39, and orange team shows up to get like 12 minions. At this point in time, blue team's just toying with them, right? Blue team knows they're going to get the Punisher. They're just messing around. Actually, let me check to see how my audio is relative to these people talking right now. Yeah, it should be fine. Can't hear them. Okay. So, while you're doing this, you're not going to get this Punisher because the enemy team's at 39. They did that on purpose, right? So you have Brightwing pushing top lane. You got people split mid lane. You got people split bot lane. Again, either you force a fight somewhere or you push a fort down. The one thing you don't do in that situation is try to force the Punisher down after you already gave it. You don't both give the Punisher and try to fight the Punisher. Either you give the objective or you fight it. You don't do both. Otherwise, it doesn't work. And I see this problem in solo queue a lot. I'm really surprised I'm seeing this in a higher level game like this. But again, that's why solo queue is kind of bad these days. Not to trash talk these players. Blue team played really well. But people these days are just not aggressive enough. They don't think in terms of how can we set up the opportunity to win the game. And if you don't think like that, guess what? You're not going to win the game. That's all there is to it. So blue team the entire time knew their win condition. They knew that if they play safe with the way orange team is playing, you just win that game. So let's see what comes into for the next game. I'm going to get some water in the meantime. I'll be back when the next game starts. I think I've said everything I need to say about the previous game. I'll be back.